All right, we have a beautiful Permobil F5 power chair. This power chair has 3 electrical functions, but before we talk about that, let's talk about the mileage and the usage. This chair has 56 miles. It was used for about 3 months. 3 months usage, it has about 56 miles, and it has all kinds of features on it. It even has headlights and tail lights. We'll cover that in a minute. But it has 3 electrical functions. It has the 14-inch seat lift, the electric tilt, the electric recline. The feet are manual. These are manual. So the first thing I'm going to do is you can work all the functions through the joystick or through the switch box. I like to use the switch box because it's quicker for me. So the first button is always going to be your seat lift. So I'm going to push that button and you can start seeing the seat lift going up. When the seat starts down, it'll be at 22 inches. And if you add your 14 inches, you'll be at 36 inches by the time it's all the way to the top. That's as high as you're going to get on a power chair right now these days, is 14 inches of elevation. So right now the seat is elevated all the way to the top. And the nice thing about this chair is the chair will still drive, as you can see, at a good speed with the seat elevated. I can't make it go really fast in here, but you can see it'll drive a couple miles an hour. So if you use it in the kitchen, and what's nice about this is at that height you can look down into your sink or go to your second cabinet and grab stuff out of your second shelf. So it's very nice to have that, all that elevation where you're sitting way up there, okay? While we have it elevated, let's look at the base. Now this is a little different. This chair has got the aggressive tires, so they're knobbier. They're a little bit more aggressive. So if you're going to go outside, these will be great to have. You've got the aggressive back tires, and you've got the real aggressive front tires, and you can see they're like brand new, okay? The stuff you see around the tire, that's just from the factory here. So you can see, I'm gonna turn the wheel straight. You can see the suspension from the chair. There's a shock here, there's another one here. There's 2 on this side, 2 on the opposite side. You have 4 of these suspension. That's what makes these chairs ride like a cushion of air. It's just a really nice riding power chair. You have an anchor point here, and you have another anchor point behind the fork right here where my hand is. There's another anchor point here and here. This is where you would secure your chair to your lift if you're going to transport this chair on your lift or on your trailer. Now this chair here weighs 435 pounds. So because of the weight, you're going to need to have a special lift. But if you wanted to push this chair, you can see how it's in gear right now. It's not going anywhere. There's a motor on this side, right behind this plastic right here. There's also a motor on the other side. If you turn the power off on the chair, and these are the neutral levers for the motor. So if I push it down, what that does, it unlocks the front wheel. You can see it, okay? The front wheel is unlocked. So you have to do both motors on both sides, and then both of them will be in neutral, then you can roll it. But do not forget to put the motors back in gear when you're done, because the chair will look like everything's working fine, but it won't move if it's in neutral, just like if you had a car, okay? So far, I'm going to turn the power back on. And the reason you want the power off when you roll the chair in neutral, you don't want no resistance in the motor, okay? So as the seat is going down right now, I'm going to talk about what's called a swing away joystick. So right now this chair is set up with a left-handed control or left-handed driver. Most of you are going to be right-handed, no problem. We can switch all this to the other side, and your joystick will be on the right side, and it'll still swing to the outside, okay? So this is called a swing away joystick. All right, the next feature I'm going to show you is called the electric tilt. The tilt is when the base right here goes back. So when the base goes back, it'll take the legs, it'll take the back, because they're all connected together. This is called your electric tilt. Okay? So these legs here, I don't know if I can show you from over there. I might have to turn the chair around. I'm going to turn the chair around. I'm going to show you something. All right, I think we can see it now. Since we have it in that position, it's a lot easier to see. Right here under the chair, there's a shaft right here with a knob on it. If you pull that knob out, you can bring the legs all the way up. So these are manual feet, okay? So just remember that they're not electric, they're manual. You can adjust them any position you want just by pulling the knob, whatever position you want them in. There's like 4 or 5 positions, okay? I'm gonna leave them out a little bit like this. So if you needed some circulation, you could go all the way to the top. Of course, when you have your feet in here, this is not gonna come down. So that's the legs. I just want to show you the bar where it's at. I'm gonna bring the seat back down. And the next function I'm going to show you is called the electric recline. So this is the electric recline here. The recline is just the back going back, so you can see it right there. You can see the back going back by itself. And this is called the electric recline. So if you were laying flat in your chair, that's what it would look like if you were laying flat. So I'm going to bring the recline back up. And while we do that, the recline is coming up, let's talk about the arms. These are 16-inch gel arms. These are full of gel. You can see my fingers pushing down into the gel. These are full gel arms on both sides. This is an upgrade. Gel arms is, you'll never be tired with your arms sitting on these gel pads, okay? I'm going to bring the legs back down, the feet. So if you're in your house, this is what the chair would look like if you turn in a circle. So that's the turning radius of your chair. All right, now let's talk about the seat on this chair. This is a Roho cushion. This is an air cushion. This is a 20 by 20, so it's a fairly large seat on here. 20 by 20 air cushion, and this, you can put some air in this cushion with just a plastic pump. You could just pump air right into here. There's usually a valve sitting in somewhere in one of these corners. Actually, it's over here. There's your valve. There's your valve right here. You open the valve, you can hear the air coming out. You just pump air right in that valve, and then you shut the valve back up.
Thank you for watching. If you have found this video useful, please hit the subscribe button below. If you have questions or need to see something else, please leave us a comment. Lastly, please sign up for the newsletter in the description below to get instant access to exclusive promotions. Enjoy the rest of your video.
This is the most expensive cushion you can get. So this already has our 20 by 20 Roho cushion. This is a mesh back. So when you're sitting in here, this is not vinyl, it's a mesh, so you will not sweat against this material. You also have lateral pads on each side. Let me pull one out so you can see them, okay? These pads are good. They keep your knees on the foot plate. These pads can be adjusted up and down the track, in and out also. All the adjustments are here on this pad right there. There's 3 adjustments. There's one, 2, and if you unzip the pad, you can see there's another, you have to unzip both zipper. You can see the 3rd adjustment here, 1, 2, and 3. These are the 3 adjustments. You can adjust these pads any position you want, any degree you want. And then, so most people have them a little further ahead, but this person had them over here, okay? Also with this chair, you have a safety belt, but this is a retractable belt. So what I mean, when you're done, and you're done with the safety belt, it goes right back in, just like in your car. This is called a retractable belt. Also on this chair right here is your USB port. So you have a USB port sitting right here. You can charge your phone right over here. Another thing about this chair, and you'll see it right now, we have headlights. These are factory headlights. This is why they're so luminous. You can see the light. You can see the light on the wall. And you can see the backlights, and we also have hazards right there. We have also your right flasher, and we have your left flasher. Okay, so you've got a full set of lights on this chair. You also have, while we're at it, a fully adjustable headrest. Let me pull that headrest off so you can see it. So it's a fully adjustable headrest. You can adjust to any position you want. You also have 2 hooks over here, so if you need to carry a backpack back here, you have 2 hooks for a backpack. On the back of the chair, when we ship these chairs, right over here is a button. So you have to go into that little entrance here, put your hands in there, go up. I'm going to turn it off right now. That turns all the power off on the chair. So when you get your chair, there'll be a note right here. Go right here, put your hands in here, flip the button to the left. And now the power is back on. The lights went out because I have to go back and turn the power back up front. So if I turn the power back up front, my lights should come back on. There we go. So this is a front wheel drive chair. That means all the weight of the user and the weight of the chair, which is over 400 pounds, and the weight of the user, all that weight is transferred right here at the bottom of your wheel, so it gives you good traction outside if you go outside. But it's also an inside chair, but it's also really good for outside, okay? When you charge the chair, I'm going to turn the lights off so we don't get you blinded. When you charge your Permobil, you'll take your Permobil charger and you'll plug it right below the joystick right here somewhere. If I just find the spot, plug it right there. It's always easy when you're not on camera. Okay, we have a bad charger. Let me change chargers. All right, so we have a bad plug on that charger. Someone ran over the plug with their chair. So now you'll see that the plug goes right in. Okay, so this is where you plug your chair, and as soon as the light goes to full, the charger will stop charging automatically. So let's recap. Well, before we recap, let's just say a couple more things about this chair. This chair will go 7.5 miles an hour, so this is a fast chair. If you watch the end of the video, I'll be driving in the grass. You'll be able to see how it runs outside. But also, this chair has 2 batteries, so it'll give you about 15 miles on a battery charge. Just remember that 15 miles, it all depends how you drive the chair, what kind of surface you're on, if you're going uphill, and the weight of the user. So that 15 miles could be more for you or less, depending how you drive your chair. So let's recap. We have a very hard to find power chair. This is the Permobil F5. This chair has the 14-inch seat lift, the electric tilt, the electric recline. It has the gel arms. It has the swing away joystick. It has the retractable belt. It has the lateral pads. It has the air cushion. It's fully equipped with the headlights and taillights. It has the fully adjustable headrest, the hook points for a bag, the mesh bag so you don't, the mesh back here on this chair, front wheel drive power chair with 56 miles. This is a top of the line power chair. If you want to have a lot of fun, this is one of the fast ones and it's ready to go. So this is the Permobil F5 top speed 7.3 miles an hour, 7.3. And when you let go, it brakes automatically. You can control the speed through the joystick by slowing down the speed through the joystick or not pushing the knob as far forward. So if you just push a little bit forward, it barely moves, see? So you can control the speed here or through the joystick. This is a nice, quick power chair. Easy to drive. So this is a power chair for an active person. So if you're very active, This is a fast, you get from A to B really fast. It's like a little sports car. I'm going to raise the seat lift right now so you can see me driving the chair with the seat elevated. So again, this is the Permobil F5 with 56 miles with the electric seat lift, the electric tilt, and the electric recline. You've got the gel pads, the lateral pad, the air cushion that's 20 by 20. You've got the headlights, the suspension, just a top of the line power chair. So I think we're all the way up. So this one drives about 1.5 miles an hour, the seat elevated. So because it's so high, they don't want you driving too fast and getting yourself in trouble. If you're going to drive this chair with the seat elevated, just make sure you're on flat surface. This is not to go on the sidewalk in and out of stores. You're asking for trouble. This is only for in the house, flat surface. I mean, you can use it anywhere you want. You're going to own the chair, but I'm just telling you, if you want it to last, they're very expensive chairs to fix, but they are the top quality you can get. So this is the Permobil F5 with the seat elevated all the way up by 14 inches. I'm sitting at 36 inches right here, so I don't know what that is up to here, but I'm telling you, that's really high in the kitchen.
Hi, I'm Marc.
And my name is Alex.
We are a family-owned business for over 25 years.
We have many products available, not just what you see in this video. If you would like to learn more, you can call the number below at 800-677-6293, or you can visit us directly at www.marcsmobility.com.